Salty,
What's up, dude?
how are you doing, man?
Awesome. Are we in?
We are
We're here
in.
together.
We're finally, yeah, we got this all worked out. How are things down there?
Good. It's finally warming up a little bit. Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah, up here too, but not quite
Yeah,
as what you're not quite as what you're. There is that orange ball in the sky, so that's nice that
yeah.
it's
We
not.
we
It's
we almost got to 60 today, I think, which was
yeah.
nice. But it got cold real quick once the sun went down. But
Hey, we hit the
yeah, man.
40s. We hit the 40s, so that's a big step. That's a
Yeah.
huge step. People
Not
are
a lot
walking
of not
around.
a lot of people go outside when it's 40 here. Just kind of
Oh,
don't know
we
what
were
to
out.
do.
No, nobody had coats on. I mean, it was nice.
It's
I know.
funny. It's when people up your way come to Myrtle Beach in the winter to play golf and it like hits 50, 55, they're like out here in shorts and
Right.
just a polo. It's funny to watch. Like I'm over here freezing my you know what off and
Yeah. Yeah.
people are just especially in Canada when the Canadians come down, it's at 45 degrees they're wearing wearing shorts down
Oh,
here. So
absolutely.
it's
Absolutely.
kind of funny.
I was walking the dogs this evening. I'm like, the sun's got to be getting close to us. It's inevitable, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be working up this way. Uh, I'm not complaining though. It'll be July soon, and then it'll be like 98 degrees and the same humidity up here. So
Yeah. It won't take long. It'll be 4th of July before we know it. That's for sure. That's for
yeah,
sure.
driving by the courses, you can actually see green grass on some of them. So it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, this is fun. I'm excited to do this live with you tonight, and hopefully, some people hop on and ask some questions and stuff like that. But yeah, so let's just dive in. So I'm Wes, salty golfer. For the people that are watching on your channel that don't know, started the salty golfer back in 2019. We're a full blown apparel company now, and this is all I do. I don't have a day job. This is my day job. So I met you through Garson,
Hmm.
and I've been rocking with Garson for a couple of years now on all my putters. And it's been really cool just to finally get to meet you in person at the PGA show. That was a lot of
Yeah,
fun,
absolutely.
and really dig what you're doing with your page, and then what you do with Garson and I was doing a little bit of diving on. I didn't realize you were a master fitter for
Hmm.
Callaway as well. So
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
that's really cool. I have some questions about that hopefully we get into in just a little bit. So
For sure, for sure. I got some for you too.
all right,
Well,
cool.
those on your channel, my name is Jeff Walk. I am the owner of Lower Scores Golf, which does several things, but the main component is we're a club fitter, club builder. We also do digital media, social engagement for different golf companies. I am employed by Garson Golf. Jeff Walk is, and so this is my social handle. But I help many things out in that with that great company, and primarily I do a lot of the workshop series, which is like an educational component to putting, golf, life on tour, equipment on tour, everything to get you lined up for putting. It's just been a gas. And Wes and I kind of knew each other a little bit more, but Garson kind of really brought us together. And we go back and forth in this online world. And
Yeah,
we knew of each other, kind of talked here and there, and knew each other's face. But it's funny how that works out. You get to the show, and you just know a person from a mile away.
yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, all right, man. It's like seeing your brother you haven't seen in a while. You don't need a pickup or introductions. Just like, let's hit it, let's run.
That is what's cool about Instagram and the whole social media and just the golf space in general is like you meet all these people virtually, right? And
Right.
you help each other out and you support each other's channel, but like
Mm-hmm.
really getting to meet someone in person and shake their hand
Yeah.
and all of that, it's just it kind of takes it to the next level and it's really that's one of the main reasons I go to the PGA show every year
Yeah.
is to meet and see those people that I only probably get to see once a year, and
Yeah.
it's really cool to do that. So,
The
but yeah,
in-person
man,
connections are the in-person connections are just fantastic at the show.
yeah,
I mean, like you said, you talk to these people online all the time, but to meet them in person and have deeper conversations and then just strengthen that relationship, on and off. And yeah, we're all here to support it. I mean, we all have one thing in common, right? We're all
That's right.
passionate golf nuts.
We're all trying to get the ball in the hole. That's what.
Yeah,
That's the common goal. So,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So I wanna ask you.
All right, shoot.
When did you get rolling with Garson? Was that were you did you just take me through how you got to where you are right now?
Yeah. Well, it kind of started out actually mutually. I was just doing a bunch of content on my channel, my handle, Lower Scores Golf, and I kind of fell in love with Garson grips. I just really fell in love with that. And every once in a while, whether it's my own clubs or I have people in the shop all the time, doing their clubs, and if they asked, what's the hottest thing, what's going to help me out, and I'd always say Garson. And then I kind of, friended Mr. Garson, Bernie Garson, and we kind of had we decided to give each other a phone call, and we talked, and that was about a year and a half ago, and we just decided, hey, we should combine forces, and that's when I hopped on. Myself, Jeff, hopped on with Garson and became one of their employees, and it's just been a wild ride. I mean, the people at that company, as you know, Wes, are just some of the nicest people.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a small company. There's just a few of us helping out, just trying to make this thing grow, and fortunately, the product really speaks for itself. So that's the easy part, and it's been a gas. Like I said, we're not some big kind of conglomerate that has all these other things in, and it's been a wild ride, a fun ride. Every day there's something new.
Yeah.
It's just a great group of people.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't remember. I can't remember how I found out about Garson. If somebody sent me something, I don't remember how I got the first grip in my hand. But
Hmm.
when I got it in my hand, and I've been rocking with Meridian putters for a long time, um, and I immediately took that grip off of my gamer and put one of the Garson grips on. Which I'm in love with the Max and the Quad Tour. Those are my
Yep. Yep.
two favorite grips, and I really like the length of them, and I don't know.
This
I
is
don't know if it's because I'm a taller guy and my putter's a little bit longer, but having that like extra length on the grip,
yeah.
I don't know. I think it looks really cool. So
I just got this back in stock today. We just got a new
yeah,
quantity, the Max Tour. I love the Maxes. Has that's the one that has the line down the middle, or
right.
the ergonomic shape. I mean, once you go with that, gosh, it helps out so much. It was the same thing. I got a Garson on. I can't really pinpoint it when I did. I think I bought one, online, and then I'm like, man, this is just fantastic. This is the best. This is the best that's out there.
Sure.
I haven't really felt anything like this before. I can tell the quality is phenomenal. And then yeah, I just started kind of got in contact, and God, there's just no switch. But the Max Tour, there's something for everybody, which is really cool, and it depends on what putter you're rolling to. Right now with mine, I'm kind of in that. I'm in the I'm with everybody else. I'm in that center shafted, balanced kind of putter. So the Max has been really, whether it's just the regular size or the 15, has been really for my stroke in particular, which is a very straight back, straightforward kind of stroke, just really locks
Yeah.
me in. It locks me in real well. So, all right, Wes, how did you start the Salty Golfer? Was it born on the course? Was it born on the course, or was it
It was
born by the
not
water?
it was not born by the course or the water. It was a product of so my wife and I, we had a company called Old North State Clothing Company when we lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, in the Sedgefield area where they play the Wyndham.
Hmm.
And we kind of had this side hustle where we had a embroidery machine and we had a heat press and we made all these t-shirts
Yeah.
and hats and stuff like that, and they were nautical themed, right? Like everything had a nautical theme to it. And I don't we had this major project that we were doing for this group, and we just kind of looked at each other one night and we're like, I don't think we want to do this anymore. Like
Yeah.
we were just the passion wasn't really there, and so
Yeah.
we had the opportunity to sell the business or all of our fabrics and equipment and all that stuff to a couple up in I think Virginia Beach. And we met them somewhere up in Virginia, And I think I even offered to give them the Instagram page, which at the time only had
Oh,
like a
really?
thousand followers or so. And they weren't interested in that. And I was just kind of sitting on this Instagram page, and I really didn't know what to do with it. And one night Katie was like, "Well, you love playing golf, you love the ocean, and you like documenting both. Why don't you just call yourself the Salty Golfer?"
There you go.
And that's kind of how it happened. So like this whole like dream world I'm living in of being able to build a company and have the name Salty Golfer, like I owe that to Katie. And what it started out as a side hustle. Like I had a day
Yeah.
job, I was in the medical business, and COVID
Yeah.
kind of hit,
Hmm.
and people were just kind of like living through my Instagram vicariously, like
Yep.
because we had moved to South Carolina at the time, and we were one of the few states, maybe the only state, that really never shut down for golf.
Yeah.
Like South Carolina's number one industry is golf. I think we might have
Hmm.
shut down for 10 days, and that was it.
Yep.
And so I just started making relationships with the GMs and the head pros, and hey, can I come out and walk your golf course, take some pictures, and da da da. And then people were following me, and then, during that, there was a weird time. Like only thing people could do was sit behind their laptops and buy stuff. Like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
the only thing. So
Yeah.
people were like, "Hey, do you have a T-shirt? Do you have a hat? Do you have something that says the Salty Golfer on it?" And when we started the Salty Golfer, I never dreamed it would turn into an apparel company. But because my main goal was just to showcase how good the golf courses were here in Myrtle Beach. That was
Right.
my goal, was is
Yeah.
to bring attention to where we live. And we would just do these special drops. Like it would be like 75 hats or 100 T-shirts or stickers, and they'd be gone in 48 hours. And I'd be like, "Wow, that's crazy, bro! Like
Hmm.
the people
Hmm.
want to buy that." And then we just like, well, let's just build a community around this. And
Yeah.
we've kind of done it backwards, which I'm glad. It's super grassroots. It's super garage band type feel. We didn't have $1 million, and we threw it at this brand and bought all this stuff, and you know, hope everyone buys it. Like we didn't throw money at this. We kind of did it backwards. Like we built the community, and the
Yeah.
community has supported the brand,
Hmm.
and which I think is really cool. And
Yeah.
the bigger we get, the more we grow. Like from 24 to 25, I'm sorry, from 25 to 26 was a banner year for us. Like it
Yeah.
was massive. And what I'm not the headache, it's a blessing, but the bigger you get, it's harder to keep those grassroots. Like make sure you're the one contacting everyone, talking to
Right.
everyone,
Hmm.
answering every DM, answering every email. Like when you buy something from the Salty Golfer, I mean, not only am I the face of the company, but I'm also the shipping and handling, right? So
Yeah. Right.
I'm the one
Yep.
packing it up too, right,
Yep.
and sending it out to you. And it's just been really cool. Like I'm sitting in my little warehouse right now. Like a year ago we didn't have that. I was
Yeah.
still in the garage. So
Yeah.
it's really been cool to see how the community's latched on to what we're doing. And I think what we try to do is people that are sitting in Michigan, snow all around them. We want to like take them away from that spot for a while. And like if they
Right.
buy a hat from the Salty Golf or they buy a T-shirt,
Hmm.
we want them to feel like they're a part of something. Like maybe take
Right.
them away from that day to day and be like, "Oh man, I can't wait to get to somewhere where I can smell the ocean," and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that's what it's all about for us, is just to continue to create this community of like-minded golfers. And I don't care if you're a 25 handicap or you're a +5, or
Right.
I think this game is so important to all people. And that's what's cool. We kind of talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but like when it it doesn't matter your background, your religion, your politics. If you're on the golf course together, that there's one goal that got us there, right? It was
Yep.
to play golf.
Yeah.
So all of that other stuff just goes away on the golf course, and the golf course has really turned into my sanctuary, my safe place, my place where
Yep.
I can just go and get lost in my thoughts. And the older I get, the more I have enjoyed going out and just playing by myself some.
Yeah. You
and
appreciate it
and
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But like, don't get it twisted. Like, we're a laid back lifestyle golf brand, but like,
Yeah.
when I'm on the golf course, like, I want to win. Like, I want
Right.
to
Right.
beat
Right.
you.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
the competition and the will to win has not left because playing college basketball and doing all that stuff. Like, I don't think you ever lose that competition
No.
that you want to win all the time. But like, golf's
Yeah.
the last thing I can do competitively. Like,
Yeah.
I've accepted that. I've
Yeah.
accepted that I'm there in my life that's the
Yeah.
last thing I can do.
For
So
real.
yeah, that's
For
that's
real.
how it all got started, and we started in 2019, and here we are. Like, I guess what, 7 years later, 6 years later, something like that, and
Hmm.
rocking
Hmm.
and rolling. Like, we're by no means out of the woods, but we grow every year, and we've got like we're packing up to go to the Carolinas PGA show this week, and I'm
That's
sorry,
awesome.
next week. Yeah, so we're excited, man. It's really cool, and it's been brands like Garson and cats like you on Instagram that support us. Like, it's just a like on a post or a DM saying, "Hey, man, I really dig what you're doing." That's just as important to me
Yeah.
as buying $100 worth of merch from me. Like, just
Yeah.
those little small little, and I'm sure you get it too. Like,
Absolutely.
the little tiny like affirmations, like, "Hey, you're doing the right thing. You're in the
Yeah.
right spot."
Yeah.
Those mean the world to me. So, and I try to do that as much as I can too. Like, when I see somebody doing something cool, like, it means something for you to tell them, "Hey, that's really
Absolutely.
cool. I like
Oh
that."
yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
it's mind-boggling. You know how much work it takes to just do all this. Not just regular content and keeping the page going and all that kind of stuff, and being creative, not burning out, and being authentic, and not trying to be too salesy and all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff. But yeah, when like kind of circling around here with the relationship kind of thing, just talking to someone, I've opened the doors to so many relationships in the golf industry just by especially Garson. That's case one right there. But even just gear geeks like myself and talking to all these people that are in the golf world, household names that I feel comfortable reaching out, and they're great. They're
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I mean, it's just like the insight. Um, it's a great way to do it. But yeah, even it's not about the clicks. It's not about the followers. Those are nice and all. Those are perks. But it's about the relationships. And I probably sound like I'm not trying to blow smoke up anyone's butt, but that's what it is. It's
Sure.
it's the relationships, and that's what really fused me. I mean, that was great about the PGA show. I had no idea. I put this stuff out there, whether it's mine or, for instance, the workshop series on Garson, and people from South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, South
Yeah.
Korea, Japan were coming up to me, and as best as I could understand them, said, "We love your stuff," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
You,
It's
you never realize, and I'm
yeah.
like, keep it up. This I love it when you did this or talked about that. I'm like, wow, well, that's great. That's I'm a musician too, so it's like applause,
Right.
to
Yeah.
so it just kind of keeps you going.
It's like hearing someone sing your song back to you, right? Like, it's
Right,
uh it's,
right,
it's pretty, like, yeah, I the same thing. Like, I'm a very, very, very small tadpole in a very, very large pond when it
yeah,
comes to this whole social media thing. But
yeah,
like, I was standing in line at that place where you get free coffee at the PGA show, and like,
yeah, yeah,
two young kids come up to me, or I say young, they were probably in their mid 20s or early
yeah,
30s,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
"Hey, man, love your brand." I'm like, golly, just to even recognize me,
yeah.
like, those are kind of surreal moments for me. I don't think that will ever get old, as big
No.
as the brand gets, or whatever.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, all right. So I have some important questions for you.
All right,
Some
let's get to
important.
it.
All right. It's kind of like rapid fire,
All
but
right.
it doesn't. But we can spend time on it. All right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I've already asked you one question. So you're a fitter. You're a master
Hmm.
fitter.
Hmm.
You put people in. You've touched, been around shafts.
Hmm.
That's all you do, right? Like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Do you have an all-time favorite driver shaft?
All-time favorite driver shaft. It depends what week you ask me. As the tough. I'll try not to make this too drawn out, but the tough thing about it being a fitter, and a lot of people can recognize this that have been in the business is there's always new stuff coming down the pipe. You
Sure.
know, you can say, uh, I'm going to stick with this. But then, that curiosity comes, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to try this and try that. And sometimes it works, and then
Yeah.
um, sometimes you realize, what the hell am I doing? Why did I ever change what was completely
Right.
working great? It's because I'm crazy. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because you can't stop tinkering. I have a rule with myself, and I keep the wrench in the bag at all times when I'm on the course, because you're just going to go around in circles.
Yeah.
You know, the equipment is so good from all the manufacturers. I mean, it's just so good. If you're not hitting the center of the face, or it's usually user error. But not to plug anything, but some of my all-time favorite shafts that I've been really comfortable with, it would probably be the Graphite Design Tour AD-UB. That's this blue one back here.
Okay.
I really like that. It's just for my swing, right now, and I played the Velacor Ventus Blue most of last year.
Yeah.
I also monkeyed with the Newton shaft last year and had some
Okay.
really good success with that. Very intriguing. I liked it, but probably my favorite that I'm going to probably stick with this year is the Mitsubishi Diamana Blue Board.
I saw your post about that the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For me, and it's all very shafts are very finicky for each specific person. That's why you got to get fit. For me, that is. It's just the kick point is right in the right spot. It feels controllable. Doesn't feel too boardy. By no means am I, a high speed swing player. You know, really cooking. I'm at 105.
Right.
It's just got to find that happy medium where the spin's in the right window, the launch is good. I feel like I could do stuff with it. I've really designed my bag without giving too much away, but I have mentioned it before this year. I'm just trying to go for a lot of accuracy. So I've shortened all my drivers. I shortened the driver shaft to about 44 and a half. I've shortened my irons a half an inch, just because I was in a standard, and which 44 and a half seemed like, well, that's really short, but actually 44 and a half to 45 and a half is usually the tour average. And that's with guys that are like 6'6",
Right.
so it's different strokes for different folks, but those are the couple of shafts that I've been really, really impressed with in recent memory.
Dig it. So we had a question here.
Yeah.
TCC Hilton Head says, can you highlight some specific improvement with technology in the new shafts released in recent years?
Yeah.
That's your domain, not mine.
Yeah. Primarily what you see with the shafts, and Ventus has done a really good job of this, is just consistent strikes, consistent center strikes. I mean, you control the face angle, of course, but just the consistency of how you deliver that club to the golf ball. That's how it's gotten a lot better. Now every company's coming out with this new, how they make the new graphite and all this kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
there's special recipes. If you break down a shaft, you got three sections. You got the handle, the midsection, and the tip. Okay, and so there's all these variants you can go. You can have a really soft handle. You can have a stiff, tip. It all in your delivery. But it's really there's no standard. There's no standard for driver shafts or golf shafts in general. There's not a standard of what is stiff. There's not a standard of what is extra stiff.
Right.
A lot of people see like a driver shaft and it says 60. That doesn't mean it's 60 grams. It could be
Yeah.
68 grams. It could be 61 grams.
Right.
That's just in a family. So, if you do a little digging online, you can find out pretty much exactly what it is. But I mean, obviously, you could just go weigh it if you get to a good club fitter or a good
It's
builder.
it's funny you say that because when I was getting fit last year for my irons, Ken Rollman, who's head of Strixon here in the Carolinas in our area, and I was getting fit for my new irons, and he showed me a regular shaft. He put
Hmm.
me in a regular shaft. I don't remember the names of the shaft, but one was a regular shaft, one was a stiff shaft, one was an extra stiff shaft.
Yep.
All three different manufacturers, but they all had the same stiffness. If that makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep.
So
Yep.
when you said there's no standard, you're right. There is no
There is
standard.
there is no standard. You know, some people say like, "Oh, how could you play an extra stiff?" I'm not talking myself. I don't, but and you swing it 95 miles per hour. Well, that's just because of your delivery. It doesn't matter what the weight is. That is the best results.
But you like take someone like Rocco Immediate. Like he is older, right? But
Yeah, sure.
he still swings. I think the 7.0
Yeah,
rifle. Like
yep,
that is a 2x4. I
yeah.
mean,
He
but
likes
he just
very
loves the
very heavy
stability of
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he likes
it's
very heavy stuff.
crazy.
Yeah, it's all, and it depends really what generation you come out of. You know, even people older than me. You know, it's mind blowing. Everybody had tree trunks. You know, that's
Yeah,
just the way it was. So to get back to that question, yeah, I mean it's just different for every manufacturer. It's primarily going to affect your trajectory, your apex height, all that kind of stuff. But it ultimately comes down to feel. That's
yeah,
really was, and it's the technology has gotten better because of launch monitors,
yeah.
because they're so readily available.
Sure.
I mean, you can walk around and find them. Now, a launch monitor is not going to mean anything if you don't know what the numbers mean. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
They have some, like one of the things that PGA Show was really hot, was the Shot Scope was coming out with like this $200
Yeah. One
launch
ninety
monitor.
nine. I saw
Yeah,
that.
awesome. I got to held it. I held it, and the guys kind of showed me how to work. And it got me three parameters. Gave you carry, total distance. It didn't do spin, but it did like I think smash factor and one other parameter. But I'm like, hey, that'll get you in the right direction.
For sure.
So you think you hit it 300 yards, but you're actually hitting it 230.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps you with that. So
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. So next question. You're you play an instrument.
I
I
do.
mean, you play music. What
Hmm.
is your favorite instrument to hear played? Well, not you playing it, but for you to hear played.
Probably the cello.
Interesting.
Yep. Yep.
That's
I play
awesome.
trumpet. I would put here's something to really throw at you. I would put cello, and then right behind that, bluegrass banjo.
Yeah.
If I had the time,
My wife likes the mandolin. She likes the mandolin.
yeah, yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I wish I could play uh, some banjo, but I don't know where
That's
I'm
a
going to
cool
find time to
instrument.
do that. It
It's a
is
really
really cool. It's
yeah.
really
All
cool.
right. Next question. Um, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I dig it.
I ask that question a lot, and it's usually like a 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50 on that one.
Yeah. I dig pineapple on pizza.
All right. I think if you're hungry, whatever's on pizza, you'll eat it. Like if you're hungry enough, yeah.
Absolutely.
Um. Okay. I have two more questions.
Gotcha.
All right. If would you rather have I'm sorry, nine birdies and nine bogeys or 18 pars?
18 pars.
Tell me why.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
consistency.
you got to admit though, nine birdies, nine bogeys. That's a wild ride. I wouldn't
That
mind
gives
riding that ride once.
sure. That would give me a headache though. You know, that's you better have some blood pressure medication for that too. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't get angry on the golf course anymore. It's not I'm not
Right.
good enough. I'm not good enough to get angry anymore. I
Yeah.
used to at one point, but then I realized how stupid that was.
Right. With you on that.
Yeah, but yeah, probably consistency. You know.
I dig it. All right. So you're a master fitter with Callaway.
Hmm.
Why Callaway? What is it about Callaway?
Well, it's interesting. I was always kind of a big Callaway person, and it kind of came out of COVID, and I was just kind of searching around, and where I am in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, is about 70 miles east of Minneapolis, and the outside sales rep there in Minneapolis, we kind of came across each other, and we got to talking, and then we had a meeting, got lunch, and he was looking for somebody, and already kind of had the background, with launch monitors fitting, know how to do that. So there's no training needed there. And then it's just a great product.
Yeah.
You really can't go wrong. I do test other stuff as well, but uh, I'm part of Lower Scores Golf is kind of getting more, brand agnostic too. But my fitting duties is with Callaway.
Sure.
But yeah, so that's the main brand I rep, which is on my own time. Is great. I've been busy just the last couple of days scheduling country clubs around where I live for summer dates, and I set the schedule, so it's really good.
That's
It's really
cool.
good.
I
Yeah.
was gonna. I was
Uh,
gonna. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm a geek. I'm a
Yeah.
gear geek. My wife, whose name is Katie too, by the way, she's like, "What are you going to do tonight?" And I'm like, "I'll make up something." And then she always jokes with me. She says, "Were you looking at your stats?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was looking at my stats. I was looking at my stats." What she means, like, I'm like crunching numbers. Whether I'm came out on my I have a sim right over here, like, just practicing and like looking at numbers and like thinking like, "Oh, how can I squeeze this out?" Or, "Man, that looks really off."
Right.
So it's exciting that's opened a lot of doors, and this kind of how Lower Scores Golf kind of came off is just because I have all these tools of inquiry, if you will, with all this gear is coming to my house, like every day, and so I get to test all the stuff out before other people get it, and really know everything like that. The people at Callaway are fantastic. Our
Yeah.
team is fantastic. I really enjoy fitting people. It's a gas to get someone in there, and it doesn't matter, like you said, your handicap or whatever. If you're beginning, if you're, you know, been playing for 60 years, there once you get fit in the clubs, I mean, and see the smile on people's faces, and we're like, and we don't work on any kind of commission or anything like that. So it's, I'm just trying to help.
Yeah.
So that's pretty rewarding.
It's a cool, like when we host groups and stuff like that, and we get all types of people from 20 handicaps to plus fives, and when you see someone do something on a golf course, or like what you do in a fitting, and they flush something, or
Hmm.
and their face lights up, like
Yeah.
there's something to that, to experience that with them. And I'm
Hmm.
sure you get to do it a whole lot more just being a fitter, when something just clicks and they find something that they like. and
Yeah.
and a lot of it for me is like, Jeff, I got to be in, like, when I address the ball and I look down, like, people always ask me, like, what do you think about blades? What do you think about cavity backs? What do you think about blah blah blah? It's like, well, if you're whatever you're looking at, for me, I have to be in love with it first, because if I'm
Yep.
not in love with what I'm looking at, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what it is. Like, it
Yep.
just really doesn't. And
Hmm.
because I would consider myself way more of a feel golfer than a technical golfer.
Hmm.
And a lot of mine is based on visuals and what I'm looking at and what I see and what I think I can do,
Hmm.
than necessarily, there's times where I'll play golf and not even. I suggest doing this sometimes, because it's hella fun to do. Go out, play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes by yourself or with buddies or whatever, and don't take your rangefinder out.
Yeah.
Just look at it and feel what you think you should hit here.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. It's a
It
lot
is.
of fun to do.
It is.
And I love doing that. And there's a lot of times where it's funny, you'll get over a shot and the number tells you 8 iron, but for some reason your brain's saying you better hit 7 here. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I will trust my brain over the rangefinder
Right.
9 times out of 10.
Right.
And the times I don't trust it is where I mess up. But anyway,
Yep.
that's
Yep. Yeah.
that's
That
pretty
doing
cool.
doing doing that like really old school, or a lot of people have said this before, but playing one, two, sometimes three tees up,
Yeah,
just to have a different feel. Playing
yeah,
the yellows or the golds or reds or whatever.
it's a
Just
blast.
it's a blast. I mean, I play golf with my older brother a lot, who's a very good golfer, and we usually play around. And then if we have some time left over, like best ball, all right, best ball, and we just let loose,
Yeah,
and play 9, 18, whatever we have time for. It just play, it's just so much fun. There's so many different ways you can go about it. It's not just
sure.
about this. It's not just about the scoring. or anything like that. I love I when now that I'm fortunate to have built the studio in my behind my house here. That when the winter comes around and it gets so cold up here, I don't I'm not I don't get that depression that golf season's over anymore. I'm like, hey, it's tinkering season now. You
Yeah,
know, now I get to work on stuff that I would never pull out on the golf course, or I
right.
know I'm like, okay, now I got to work on this early extension stuff for the
You've
next
got
two
quite the
months.
setup, bro. Like that. Like it's. You're lucky. Like we don't live within 30 minutes of each other. I'd probably be there
Right,
like every other day.
right, yeah, yeah. It's nice. It was a long process, but
Yeah, I bet. I
yeah,
bet.
it was all right. I got some for you. You can't
All
go
right.
without anything. Okay, if you could design a perfect salty golfer day from dawn to dusk, what would it entail?
All right. First off, right here in my backyard. That's where we're gonna go. This is right
Wherever.
here.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you were down visiting me, what we would do first is we would get up pretty early, and I would take you. There's a couple different spots, but I'd probably take you to the Golden Egg to get some breakfast. It's a really cool spot down here. We eat a big breakfast, and then I'd probably take you south to Pawleys Island, and we would go and play golf at Caledonia, or let's do a 36er. All right,
All right.
we're young enough. We can still do 36.
Mm-hmm.
So we would go to probably Caledonia for the first round, and it's a Mike Strantz design, top 100, Pawleys Island, and then right across the street is the sister course called True Blue, both top 100 golf courses, and we would spend most of the day doing that, and then we would eat. We'd be there all day, so then we'd have to go. We'd have to eat dinner somewhere. I'd probably take you to Frank's Outback, which is one of the
Okay.
best restaurants in the Low Country, and we would drink and we would eat and we would be happy and we'd be merry. And so for me, a perfect day is getting able to soak in as much of the day as possible
Yeah.
and not wasting a lot of day on sleep. We can do
Yeah.
that when we're dead. So
Yep.
I enjoy creating moments with people. That is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
all about.
Yeah.
We'll go and play golf. We'll play the best golf we can. But I have learned that you said earlier about you don't really get upset on the golf course anymore, and I don't either. I mean, I used to be a club thrower.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many clubs I've broken over my knee. Like,
Yep.
but the older I get, Jeff, it's more about what I shoot and that score. That number often fades from my memory, but
Mm-hmm.
the company and the laughs and the drinks and the memory making will
Yeah.
stay in my brain a lot longer than whatever score, unless
For
it was
sure.
something special like
Right.
a sub
Right.
70 round or something like
Yeah. Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a perfect day for me. It's just it's being out. It's maybe taking a walk on the beach, post round. Like I'm so lucky where I live, and I'm able to go do like I live where people vacation, which is
Right.
very cool to me. I've got 80 golf courses within a 60-mile stretch in my backyard,
Yeah.
and it's really really cool to be a part of the Myrtle Beach golf community, and just I'm lucky that I get to tell people about it, and I
Yeah.
get to build a clothing brand around this laid back lifestyle beach golf theme that we got going on.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
awesome. Sounds like a good time.
Oh, it
I
is.
can. Yeah. I've told you. Down where you live is one of the places that hopefully we can retire. I told you I like Seabrook Island,
Yeah,
right there. Yeah. It's just it's great. It's just
yeah,
awesome. Yeah. Hmm.
for sure, for sure. Well, get down here before you retire.
Well, of
Let's-
course, maybe
yeah,
maybe as soon as this summer. I
I
know you
hope
got
so.
your.
I hope you come
I
play. I hope you come. I hope there's some representative from Garson that
Yeah.
will come down for
Well,
the plunder.
I mentioned it today, so we'll see what we could do,
That's awesome.
for sure to get make something happen. And then of course we'll have to in the summertime. we'll have to get up here and I'll take you over to. There's a lot of good courses up here in Wisconsin. And unfortunately,
You
you know,
know
they're
what?
only good for about
I was
five
trying to
months. But
think. I don't think I've ever been to Wisconsin at all. Like I don't think I've ever been
oh,
in the
really?
state. Yeah, I don't think so.
Well,
So
I'm already
I have
thinking.
to
I'm
do it.
already thinking of the meals that we could have. You like cheese and bratwurst because that's
I mean, I'll try anything once. I know I
all
like
right. All right.
cheese. Yeah,
Yeah. 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 But yeah, we could hit up like Sand Valley and all those courses over there and
that'd be
all that
sick.
good stuff. Yeah,
That'd be
it is
awesome.
sick. It is really sick. Cool. I have one more question for you,
Yeah.
and it's if when you kind of mention it about the laid back thing. When somebody buys or puts on salty golfer wear, uh, what do you hope they feel?
That they're a part of something.
Oh, okay.
That they're a part of a community. Like we don't. I think what's cool about the salty golfer and what I've been told is cool about the salty golfer is it's tangible. It's something people can grab a hold of. There's a real person behind the brand,
Mm-hmm.
and that real person wants to meet you, and that real
Yeah.
person wants you to be happy with what you're purchasing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that have been put into the to this brand and what we're trying to create, and it's never ever not been about community for us. Like
Right.
we want that to be that will never we will never lose focus of that. Like that's what I think people continue to support the brand, whether it's purchasing, whether it's coming and playing in a golf tournament, whether it's coming to Myrtle Beach and buying some of our beer. You know, like we have our own
Mm-hmm.
beer, the Salty Golfer beer. And, you know, I think that the reason why it does so well is because I think we're relatable. Like
Yep.
I am just like you and you are
Yeah.
just like me. Like you see stuff that I post on social media and playing golf, like it's all one take. There's
Yeah.
rarely. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's probably been a couple of mulligans, but
Yeah.
if I shank one, you're probably gonna see it. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm. There's nothing for me to hide. I've always wanted to be a relatable brand. I wanted to be a
Yeah.
brand that people thought like, hey man, I could do that
Yeah.
because
For sure.
I don't have a background in apparel. I don't have a background in social media. I don't like all of this has been grassroots, like mouth to mouth, and that's what I want to do my best to keep it. Like I just found out the other day, like there's no like Peter Millar. There's not a Peter Millar. There's no like I thought it was some dude. There's actually Peter Millar was named after something else.
Oh,
Like
really?
yeah, it's just there's not a person named Peter Millar, which I found fascinating. You should Google it. It's amazing. But no, I think that I hope I'm answering your question.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I just want it to be a brand that people can grab a hold of and be like, man, this is such a relatable thing. I like it. I dig it. I want to be a part of this community because I believe there's a little salty golfer in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And when I don't and a lot of people when they first come to the brand, they think salty golfer means like we have a bad attitude or we're sour or something like
No.
that. Like there's some of that in there, you know, right? Because we all want
Sure.
to play the best golf. Like we can all be a little salty that way sometimes, but it's just I just want people to know that it's a real brand. It's something that we want everybody and anybody that wants to be a part of it. And
Well, Wes, brother, I can tell you, you're one of the most laid back, chill dudes that I've been fortunate to meet.
thanks, dude.
It's so
Appreciate that.
it's your brand represents you well because you're just approachable and you're like you say you're just like one of all of us. Hey, there's another question here that kind of goes off this here. Where'd you get the idea of the skeleton golfer come from? Ghost of
So
golfers past?
no, so we've always been fans of the Grateful Dead,
Right on.
and I come from a music family. My mom was in a band. My she traveled all over, and then she got in. Then we lived in Nashville, Tennessee, and she was in the music business and was managers, and she became an executive at a record company. So like music has always been important. There's always been all kinds of music played in my house growing up. and everyone has played an instrument. And
Hmm.
when we'd go visit relatives in either North Carolina or Texas, like if it was Christmas, like after Christmas lunch or dinner, we all gathered in the front room and everyone played music and
Yeah,
we sang. And
that's awesome.
that was my childhood. Is my grandmother playing her 1955 Gibson stand up bass, and she's slapping that thing. And I've got my Aunt Brenda on the piano and my papa playing the steel guitar, and my mom singing and playing the organ. Like it just those are my memories as growing up, and music was very important part of my life. And a lot of times there was, growing up, I grew up in an era without social media and stuff like that. So like
Hmm.
we were outside playing ball, but the radio was playing. Like that's
Yep.
there's just music always on.
Yep.
And I've always been a Grateful Dead fan. I love that type of music, Canned Heat, and all those people like from the
Yeah.
'70s. And
Yeah.
we have a 1972 VW bus that we travel around in and do pop up shops in,
Yep.
and things like that. It's kind of the face of the brand. So it's kind of our skeleton. His nickname is Grim, and he's just kind of like just kind of our nod to the Grateful Dead.
Nice.
And he's been in a bunch of different artwork for us. And we actually started this thing. We're actually going to bring it back this spring and summer. We had this like little offset community called the Dead Bogey Society, and we got a printed polo coming out with all of that on it. So I'm excited about that too. So yeah, I've always been intrigued with skulls and skeletons, but they're always happy. They're always
Yeah.
smiling and
Yeah.
having a good
Right.
time. It
Yeah.
was nothing to do with death. It was all Grateful Dead type stuff. And yeah, I don't know. Great question, but yeah, that's kind of it's just
What's
our nod to the dead for sure.
what's one of his the skeleton slogans? Is it play fast? Is that what it was?
Yeah, play fast is that's just and people take that how they want to take it. It's just for us, it's like we love golf so much. Like we love it. We love being on the golf course. We love playing. But the play fast part of golf is like, yes, we love to play golf, but man, there's a lot of other stuff we love to do too. Like
Yeah.
go to the ocean, have fun with our friends,
Yep.
meet our wives for dinner. Like
Yep.
play fast because the ice is melting, and that's talking about the cooler that's got the cold brews in it, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the drinks. And it's not take it for what you want. It kind of happened like we came up with that idea right when there was right place right time when there was all of that controversy about slow play on the PGA Tour. So then we were
Hmm.
like, well, why don't we make this look like the PGA Tour logo? And
Yeah. Yeah.
and it just one of those things that just kind of hit, and it continues to hit, and it continues to do well. And we have head covers and T-shirts and hoodies with that logo on it. And yeah, it's no knock on anything. It's just like that's how we like to live. Like we don't care if you're I said this before, a 25 handicap or a +5. Like, but just keep up, play
Yeah.
fast. Let's let's
Hmm.
let's have fun because there's
Yep.
there's there's a lot more. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of 6, 7 hour rounds. I don't know many
No.
people that are,
No.
but yeah, it's not. We're not being disrespectful to the game or anything like that. Like we respect everything about the game of golf. I love the history of
Yep.
golf.
Yep.
I love the space that golf is in now. That I can go to a country club and I can tuck my shirt tail in and I can wear a collared shirt and go out there and take my hat off when I enter the building and all of the history from golf. But I also love it that I can wear a pair of swimming trunks and a Hawaiian shirt to my
Yep.
local par three and walk around barefoot and
Yep.
hit, you know, drink a beer while I'm walking this par
Yep.
three course.
Yep.
Uh,
I mentioned before I play a ton of golf with my brother.
yeah,
Our whole family we were just saturated in golf. If we wanted to hang out with dad, that's what we did.
that's awesome.
And it was great. And even my mother, who's going to be 83, she still golfs every week. And it was just a way of life.
That's cool.
After dinner, middle school, we ate dinner, cleaned up, we went to the golf course.
That
That's
is really cool.
just what we did. And so there's tons of nice courses around us. But I tell you what, it's that local muni that my brother and I belong to that I would rather go there. I would
Yeah,
rather go there. We could play 18 holes in 2.5 hours. and do it again if we want.
Yeah.
No one's going to tell us, you can't do this, you can't do that. I can bring my 4-year-old son out there, and golfing to him right now, we're lucky to get 1.5, maybe 2 holes in of
Sure.
actually doing it. And then the other hour is him playing, making angels in a sand trap, you know, or chucking a ball where he shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's what he's got to do. And I can't do that at some fancy club without some
Sure.
mucky
Yeah.
mucky muck getting all upset about it.
Yeah. For sure.
So it's like you said, it's the memories, and that's really what it's all about.
For sure. For sure. Well, dude, this has been fun. We need to do
Awesome,
it again sometime. And
for sure.
I wish you all the best and what you got going on. It's really cool. All the content you're creating. I love it. I watch it all. And like keep it up. I know there's some if you're anything like me, there's some days you the creative mind gets tired and you're like,
Yep.
ugh, I don't want to do this today, but that's when you got to press on because you never know who's going to watch it
No,
and be
you
like,
don't.
wow, I needed that today, or that was awesome. And
Yeah,
those,
yeah, yeah. You never know. You get bummed because it only gets a few hundred likes or whatever, or a few hundred views or whatever it is. It takes one. It takes
yeah,
one person, and that's what makes it all worth it. And Wes, I wish you the best. You've been nothing but just the kindest soul on earth to me. Encouraging. I can't wait to see the new line that's going to drop real
thanks,
soon
dude.
here. I'm excited. I'm excited to get some more of your gear
Yeah.
up here
Oh,
so I can.
we've got two Garson grips, custom Garson grips coming out. The
That's
Salty
that's
Golfer.
awesome. I'm
Yeah,
glad you mentioned that. I can't
yeah.
wait. I can't wait to see that. I'll have to sport one for sure.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that they do a fantastic job on custom grips. Just fantastic.
Andrew's been great, man. He's the
Yes,
man, dude. Yeah, he's
he
so
is.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, he
really.
is the man. So yeah, if I don't see you in the summertime, which I'm sure we'll make it happen, I might be on the road a little bit. So if I'm in the area on a tour and a tour truck or van, we'll have to make sure we hit up
Sick.
and all that kind of stuff. So,
Awesome, man.
but
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
sure.
come. Like, I would be willing to travel. Like, if you're within, traveling distance, I'd love to come see like the tour truck and stuff. That'd be fun
Yeah,
to like
yeah,
come check that stuff out. I would,
it's a
dude. I would
blast.
geek
It,
on
it's
that.
it's
Yeah,
it's a real people watcher experience. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
And you're standing there, and all of a sudden, there's Ricky Fowler 2 feet from you, and you just have a
Yeah, like I
conversation. You
can't
just
even
have a
imagine.
conversation. Just have a conversation, or the guys were talking about the previous week's tournament or something like that. And I tell you what, they are just worried about a certain shot or a certain thing that's happening in their golf swing just as much as everybody else.
Yeah,
It is
that's
not
right.
always point and shoot. They just have as many mental problems as
Yeah,
we do. They just have a team to help them solve it. That's all.
that's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
We don't have that.
Awesome, man. Well, listen, be good. Have a good
Yeah, you
evening,
too.
and we'll talk to
I'll
you soon.
I'll talk to you real soon.
All right.
Thanks for
Thanks,
everybody.
brother.
See
Yeah,
you, man.
man.